I guess I'm recording. Well, first of all, my voice is gone. So, yeah. But anyway, Hi. Hi, YouTube. Hello, whoever's watching. My name is Annie, and I want to start a YouTube channel, yeah, I don't really know much about YouTube. I've had a channel before, but I didn't really understand it. So pretty much what I want to do is just kind of share. First, I just want to share, like, my story with you and just kind of see what I get back. Yeah. So, first of all, it's been a long journey, and it's been tough. It really has. I know I'm not gonna complain or whine because I know some people's journeys have been a lot, tougher, and yeah, so I'm not even gonna start it with that. Okay, so when I was 10, I used to be really, really big. I used to be very fat. In fact, I was obese. And I was made fun of. The kids, I went to a Christian school, and before that I had been homeschooled. But the Christian school I went to, kids would dance around me and call me names and cuss at me and spit on me, and pretty much, just, they were just brutal. And yeah, and so I kind of became the class clown, and just to cover up my insecurities, and but I was still fat, and as I grew up a little, I got to be, when I was 11, I started starving myself and making myself throw up, and pretty much I struggled with that for the longest time, and I still struggle with it. And then there was this boy, my neighbor across the street, and we became best friends. He was like 16 at the time, and we became best friends, and just a whole lot went on. Use of illegal drugs. Some of his friends were drug dealers, and witchcraft, and of course alcohol abuse, and just a lot went on. And then we had, friends committing suicide, and friends getting arrested for possession of drugs, and yeah, so it was pretty crazy, and in the end all we had was each other, me and my neighbor, and we were getting into a lot of crazy things that a 12-year-old girl should not get into, and of course I was rebellious, and my parents were the perfect Christian cookie cutter parents, and we were the family that everybody loved and everybody knew, and we had to put on a mask, and so I was good at faking. I was really good at faking. My parents didn't know anything, and then in March, when I was 12, my neighbor, the boy who I had pretty much fallen in love with, rapes me. And, first I was like, who would ever love me, now? And then I, started cutting myself, and I kept starving myself, and I was in this awful depression, and it took until I was about 15, no, 14, to tell my parents, or my parents didn't know, but to let my parents know that I needed help, and I was, into all this sex and all this. I was, self-medicating, and I was very abusive of alcohol, and just crazy wild child. And anyway, and when I was 14, I got help. I started going to counseling, started getting medical help. It took my first visit to the hospital for my parents to actually realize, like, this is serious. This isn't just this teenage girl rebelling, hormones, whatever. And it got worse at times, and it got better at times, and it's, and I still struggle with it to this day. And they know pretty much everything now. They try to be really understanding, and they weren't at first. They thought I was crazy. I mean, my mom still thinks I'm, like, she thinks I'm crazy. But I love them, and pretty much I just wanted to start this channel to maybe help some girls that are going through some things like I am, and really, like, just give a positive outlook, and just kind of help people from my experiences, and my outlook on life, and just really help people, and and just let people know that it's gonna be okay. Anyway, this video is getting kind of long, so well, if you have if you have any questions or anything, just comment or whatever. I don't know how YouTube works, so just really, I'm here if you ever need to talk, anything. I will keep making videos. But yeah, so that's, I think, all I have to say. So thanks, guys, and let's do this. Let's do it. Okay? How?